Who's clapping? Arey, wow, finally you made a good clap. Finally. Welcome to the AbsoluteCast. I'm TJ, your host, and we have with us
Udit
and Nakul.
Hi guys.
Hello. How are you doing? You've been sick, right?
I could be better. I've been sick. That's actually the reason why we've delayed this podcast.
Yes.
Right.
It was supposed to happen 2 weeks back.
No.
1 week back. No, 3 weeks back. No.
How many weeks?
Last year.
What's happening? It was definitely, I think it was supposed to happen last week. So this recording got delayed because you can still hear that I'm sick, I think. It's there in my nose. Fun times. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Great, superb.
Why so mellow?
Just watched
Oh my god.
Avengers Endgame.
Oh yes.
You know what happens?
I don't want to know. Spoiler alert, guys. Maybe some of our listeners haven't watched it yet. Think about them.
No, when does this air? This
It's
episode
tomorrow. I mean tonight. Just so that you guys don't give me. I'm going tonight to watch the movie at 2:20 in the morning.
Awesome.
So it's not like tonight. It's tomorrow morning, 2:20. I know I'm gonna be done with the movie at like 5:30.
Okay.
Awesome.
Which should be fun.
Where are you going? Mall of the Emirates?
Mall of the Emirates, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I'm probably gonna have a nap.
4DX or some 3D?
No, normal.
Normal 2D?
Tickets are sold out everywhere.
Oh, okay. I booked a month back.
A month back?
Yeah.
They opened up bookings a month ago.
Wait, you had to book?
He got it for free.
Ooh. Oh, premium. Premiere.
Premiere. Yes.
Premiere, yes.
Very nice.
No, Vox had their premiere day before yesterday.
When did you go?
Yesterday.
Last night. You went with Vox or?
No,
Dell.
I mean, yeah.
In Novo.
In Novo from Dell.
Cool. All right. What's your favorite cinema of choice?
Definitely IMAX Novo.
No, Novo. IMAX Novo?
IMAX Novo and Max Vox.
Vox Max?
Yeah, at
What
Data
about
City
No,
Center.
Box Max, I would say.
Vox Max?
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to. Which one is IMAX
Data City
Novo?
IMAX Novo. Ibn Battuta Gate.
Ibn Battuta?
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
yesterday's was IMAX Novo.
IMAX Novo?
IMG.
Even I haven't. In
Which one?
IMAX Novo.
IMG.
IMG. Right.
I went in Ibn.
So you had to go all the way to the end of the world to watch a
Well,
movie.
yes, actually.
To end of the world to watch Endgame.
Yeah,
Makes
for
sense.
free.
For free. Yeah, for free.
And get a nice goodie bag.
Unlike Bottom, which is 50 dirhams a month for free. Free calling for 50 dirhams a month. So something about the last episode 4.
Yeah.
We had some technical issues, didn't we?
Yes.
So we lost some audios, and Nakul had a beautiful story for us. Which
Everything happens for a reason, I guess.
I guess we didn't. Nobody. Now the world will never hear this story. We don't know what this is. So that unfortunately happened. So we missed a bit of the episode was actually about an hour and 20 minutes. In the end, because of edits that you had to make. By the way, great job on the edits.
Thank you.
You salvaged that episode.
It took time, but
I can
eventually,
imagine, that must have been a pain.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 cameras. I think one reference point was that camera, which the faraway wide-angle camera, which didn't cut out. But everything on the table here. So we got 2 cameras. The audio recording, which I hope is still recording. Yeah. Everything sort of just died out, right?
Yes, for like good 20 minutes.
Good 20 minutes in the middle. The cameras died out, the audio kept cutting out, and it was a disaster. So hopefully this episode we don't have the same issues. Let's hope for a good one. So what's the topic of this episode?
Dubai
Smart government apps.
Smart apps.
Okay.
Dubai government apps, which are also smart city apps, smart apps, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So smart apps, dumb users, or how does it work? Well,
it took some time.
So proves my point, basically. Thank you, guys. I love that. All right. Any cool tips and tricks that you might have before we get into the episode? Something cool that you've experienced over the last couple of weeks? Something cool with the phone or anything like that?
Cool with the phone.
Like, remember last episode we did the whole
Instagram Stories 101.
Stories 101. Yeah. Anything cool like that?
No.
Not in
Nothing.
particular.
I've been busy, and you've been sick, and
I've been
he's
sick.
been
I've been
he's
super
been
busy.
reviewing
Yes.
stuff.
Oh yes.
You've been
Yeah,
busy.
you went. I saw you in his stories,
Oh yeah.
Jane.
No idea. No idea what's happening here. Clearly, none of our listeners would know what's happening either.
Yes.
But yeah, cool. Some interesting stuff that's come out. Like Kindle came out with a new version.
You're
is quite nice.
doing that, I guess.
Yeah, I'm reviewing that, which is quite nice. I like it. Something different, something new. And of course, what's the latest stuff that happened over the last couple of weeks? Tech-wise.
Oppo, Reno.
Oppo.
Reno.
Then.
Samsung's folding phone.
Okay.
Yes, which started
Oh my
breaking
God.
and the
Bust.
screen was.
Yeah, that was a disaster. They
That's
delayed
unfortunate.
production on that.
Yes.
The
they did.
launch date has been shifted, right? That's the latest
1
news?
month delayed, it said.
1 month
Yeah.
delay. I mean, by the time you hear this episode, anyways, it's gonna be like super late because we take like a week and a half to.
You'll be listening to this episode on your phone.
Yeah, they're like, what is this
Samsung fold.
history? What is this like ancient history that you guys are talking about? But yeah, you'll be listening to it on your folding phone. Exactly. Yeah. Anything else new in tech? Something cool that's happening? Something big?
Nothing. It's
Nothing that major, right? I think we're coming up to May, so June we have the Apple event, which should be fun. Nothing launched here as such
No.
for Apple. I think Angami
Yeah.
had like that whole Ford integration, which is pretty cool. Ford Sync integration.
Yeah.
Yes. We can read all those articles on our website, AbsoluteGeeks.com.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that actually.
Yeah.
It just happened. Okay, cool. So let's get into the apps then. So this episode is, like we already said, Dubai government apps or smart apps. And the whole point is about making your life simpler. So for me personally, these apps, I've been using, at least the app that I'm going to be talking about, it was called something else before. And I've been using it for, I want to say at least 8 years or
Wow.
something. Yeah, something like that.
Oh.
Like regularly. And it genuinely changed my life.
Have you got smarter?
I think I have. I'm telling you, it genuinely changed my life.
Wow.
So the whole point of a smart app is to make living in a modern metropolitan city easier, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
for me, going back home to India, because I don't have the same banking setup done over there or whatever, I don't have the same conveniences from a tech perspective. Here, being a proper local, I guess, earning member of society and a normal human in society, it's important to enhance your life using technology. And one word that I love to use a lot is a word called ubiquitous. And these apps tend to become ubiquitous. They make utilities and life in general around us ubiquitous.
Right.
Interfacing with them becomes ubiquitous using technology. So that's what I like about it, and that's why I'm a big fan of these apps. And this is one of the episodes that I've been looking forward to the most, surprisingly. Even though my app may not take very long to talk about, but I'm pretty excited. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Same here.
Yeah, same as mine. Well, the app itself is so smart that you don't need to talk about it for long.
I'm sure.
That's a change for Udit. Our resident, too many features. How many? I think he has a features per minute kind of situation. How many features can you name per minute?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your app, Udit?
Mine is called Sahel.
Sahel?
Yeah, so
Is it Sahel or Shale?
I think I don't know. It's spelled as S''Hail. So maybe Sahel, Suhail, Sahel.
That's Sahel. That's an Ain.
It's Sahel?
No, it's an apostrophe between S and Hail.
Yeah, that's Ain.
Okay. So how do you pronounce it?
Sahel.
Sahel.
Because I can read Arabic, so that's fine.
But
So
then
can you
in
actually-
Arabic,
can you read
it does not say
Okay.
the Ain. Sahel.
Yeah, that's a her.
Yeah, Sahel.
Sahel. That's
Sahel.
Sahel.
Sahel. Okay.
Sahel.
So S''Hail.
S
That's how you can
apostrophe
find it in your App Store or Play Store.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, links will be in the show notes,
Yes.
so you can always get it from there too.
So basically, if you want to travel around Dubai, it has all the means of transportation, whether it's metro or tram or taxi or anywhere that you want to go. It also has the water taxi.
Really? Nice.
Yes. Well, it didn't seem to work very well every time, but yes, there is the option, and it gives you one of the list of modes of transportation that are available.
Mm-hmm.
And well, apart from that, one very nice feature is that since you're going to travel, let's say by metro very often and going to use this app, it also shows your Nol card balance.
All right, nice.
So you can register your Noel card with your Noel number, whatever it is, and it updates within a few hours.
I see that it has Salik here as well.
Oh yes, it does have Salik as well.
I've actually linked a Noel card here. I didn't even know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So can you see your balance? I'm sure.
Yeah, I can see my balance.
Perfect. So this was really cool. And another really cool feature is the smart car rental, which so basically in Dubai we have the e-car and U-Drive. So you can't do this in Google Maps, of course. And even for the two smart car companies, you need to go to their individual apps to see where the cars are. Well, obviously. But in this app, you can see both the cars at the same, like both cars from both companies at the same time in the app itself. So if you go to smart car rental, I mean, you zoom in or zoom out a little bit and you can see which car is where. It will show you the car number and the fuel also in that car. Like
how do I know if this is a U-Drive or an e-car?
Well, the blue ones are e-car. The green ones are U-Drive.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
Yes.
So wait, how do I book it then?
Well, as soon as you click reserve, it will go to the app and it will open up that car and you just have to click reserve there. Yes. It's as simple as that.
What?
Yes.
Are you registered for both?
Both of them.
Yes,
yeah.
I am.
And what I've been doing, holy crap, that's amazing. Because what I've been doing is if I go out and I want to go out drinking or something.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll take a U-Drive to the location.
Yes.
And I'll take a taxi back because that's
right.
just the most economical way to do it. And I'll go both apps and I'll just be like swiping between them.
True. Same
trying
here.
to figure out which one's the nearest one. And then that's amazing.
And by the time you need to actually go, one of the cars is gone and you're like, oh, I should have gone a little earlier and booked it or something.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah. So
honestly, so I've actually used this app. I checked it out before this episode a couple of weeks ago and whatever. But I didn't even see the smart car rental option.
Right.
Where did you get to it? Like, is there a menu here?
Well, I added it to my favorites, but
that's what I did as well. But that's only after you told me about it. So I clicked the plus icon, and then I can only choose 4 favorites, which is kind of a bummer.
Okay. I actually don't remember how I got here, but one sec.
Trip planning.
Well, yes, you can go to trip planning, but I don't think it shows the cars.
Oh, the cars are not an option in the trip planning.
Yeah, they aren't. Because, well, I mean, you are going to drive yourself, so, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. No, it makes sense.
Nearby. I'll just figure that out and tell you how I got there.
It's alright. I get the point, though. I think that's a really good feature.
Yeah.
See, now, this is something that I have a big problem about smart apps in UAE in general, is that they don't integrate. There's no cross integration.
Right.
But this one completely is cross integration. 2 good services, and they are really good services.
Yeah.
Done in a very Dubai-ish way, where the rates are exactly the same. There's just slightly differences in service and type of car and things like that. But that's awesome, man. So what's the bookings? Is that so you can do metro bookings, you can do tram bookings. I mean bus bookings.
Bus booking?
Because I've got a bookings page. What is that?
Well, yeah, taxis. You can book RTA taxis.
Oh, right.
He wants to book a bus.
Yeah, well, wow.
No, like if say for example you wanna go to Abu Dhabi.
Okay. So bus booking that way. Okay. Ticket booking.
Okay. I have a thought behind everything I say, man.
I thought like to book a
is that done in
full
advance?
bus.
Yeah. Party bus. Yeah, we can do a AbsoluteCast party bus.
Yeah.
Recording on the road.
Me and my
Actually,
two friends. Me and my 2 friends will be there.
In our private chat?
Yes.
He's not in the private chat, is he? Did we delete that chat?
Yeah, I don't know. It must be still there.
I wouldn't know anyways.
You wouldn't know.
And another thing is that like if you want to go to a destination and you set the destination and click search, and if you go in the car option, I mean the first one is the metro and the public transportation. The second one is the car, or basically taxi actually, not car. So it gives you the option to book a taxi. It'll tell you how much will it cost you. It gives you an option to book Uber and tells you how much will the Uber cost you, and same for Kareem. So all the 3 apps,
so badass.
You can book it, like just click it and go to the app, and it'll tell you the amount to which one costs how much, which is super amazing.
That's impressive. And so here I can essentially through one app. Sorry, I'm rambling a bit. I can check how much it's gonna be in terms of time, cost, if I want to take it just by metro bus, bus tram, mix of everything.
Yes.
Or I can figure out how much it's gonna cost me by the various, I guess, taxi services that we may have.
Yes.
Plus ride hailing, whatever it may be.
Right.
And then how much it'll take me by car. And is that bicycle or is that it's a bicycle?
Yes, it does have bicycle also.
That's really cool.
Yeah. But then I haven't really come across when does it use that? When does it give you the bicycling option?
No, it's given me when I'm searching for a destination. It's giving me the option here.
Okay, and also in settings, if you're searching cycling, it has an option of cycling speed, which is like slow, medium, or fast. So depending on your speed, it's going to tell you you're going to require as much time.
Oh, even walking speed.
Yeah, even the
I think walking speed is something that even Google Maps had done. If I'm not mistaken, it has a feature of that.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know.
Okay,
I think
didn't
so.
know
I
either.
think it does. Because otherwise, like, some people walk slow, some people walk fast. It's more about that than anything else. I guess mine is more on the medium side, but that's awesome, man. So wait, so this one app integrates with RTA bus,
Yes.
metro, tram, water taxi.
Yes.
That's 4 right there.
Right.
Plus RTA taxi.
Correct.
No, I didn't mention that already. So that's one.
Yeah.
Uber,
Kareem.
black Uber, green Uber. So Uber Kareem. It integrates with
e-car and you drive.
And you drive. That's 9. Plus it integrates with RTA. So null. Yeah.
No.
You know what? Something very interesting, and I'm gonna try this out a little later, maybe. Because I've actually lost my null cards.
Okay.
I didn't lose them here. I lost them while I was traveling. So no one's really gonna use them. But there's actually a report lost null card button. Though it does kind of open a.
Or maybe
It opens a website. Oh no! So it takes you to the same place. It's actually reserved for blue null card users only.
Okay.
Which
No,
sucks,
is there an option if your null card is registered in the app and you lose your null card, you can buy a new card and transfer the balance?
Nothing like that.
That should be there because I've lost. Like I recharged for 500 dirhams and I lost it the first day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's happened to me. I've lost quite a lot of money in null cards.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is I've had a balance. I have an app that lets me see the balance, and I saw the balance reduce. So someone definitely got it and then used the. But in this case, these 2 cards were lost on a trip. So
null card should have GPS.
Maybe you
track that.
Just a cool thought in case the Dubai government is listening to our podcast. Maybe you can have it integrate on Samsung Pay or Apple Pay so that you don't, even if you lose the actual null card or misplace it, you can just pay it from your phone.
So they have the whole credit card payment, and they have the whole pay with your cellular provider. I think Etisalat. I think both.
No, the null card itself. I mean, if you want to pay using the null card.
Yeah.
But you have it in your, let's say, Apple Pay or Samsung Pay.
Yeah, it's an app on your phone which is called Null or something, and you pay with Apple Pay rather than.
Yeah,
I make your phone into a Null card.
I'm pretty sure that'll come soon.
But Apple Pay is not open like that.
Yeah, but it'll come because Apple
But at least
Apple
Samsung
cards.
Pay has local like stores and all, like Union and stuff. Like, I mean, they're specifically there on Samsung, so you can register a membership card. So I think localized.
Interesting. Yeah. Why not? Something different. Cool. Really good app actually. I was ready to rip on that one, but
can you check your other details like car details?
Car details, no, not in this.
Fines or
no, that is in the.
But you can check your Salik.
You're talking about.
But you can check Salik.
Yes, you can add your Salik account.
Parking account.
Not parking.
No, not parking account.
That's cool. So that's a good segue into your app, Knuckle.
Which is, any guesses?
The RTA app.
Shit. Okay, yes. You guessed it, right?
You cannot say shit on this channel.
Oh, I cannot say shit?
No.
You can say
shit.
what?
You can only say tatti. No, this is a clean channel, guys. Come on, this is for everybody. Little kids are watching.
Let's clap again and edit this part.
Clean it out. Edit it out.
Okay, so my app is RTA. It's plain and simple. It's whoever has a car in Dubai needs this app on their smartphone. If you
RTA Dubai, right? That's the
RTA
app.
Dubai, yes.
Unless you're using UDrive or eCar from my
yes,
smart
but
app.
if you have a car, that's what I said. If you have a car,
I have a car. I still use them.
yeah. So in this RTA app, you can check your Salik balance. You can recharge your Salik balance. Then you can check your parking balance. You can do parking through the app, and you don't have to pay 30 fills, that convenience fee, per SMS fees.
Right.
You
it's
don't
not
have to
30
pay that.
fills. It's
0.30.
it's 30 fills. So
per parking.
This is something that
per
people
message.
get wrong. It's 30 fills, convenience fee per SMS that you send, plus 18 fills for the actual SMS. So it's actually 48 fills extra that you pay per parking ticket that you pay for with an SMS. So it's not as little as 30 fills, because even 30 fills is a lot. It's, if you talk about 2 dirhams, you talk about 25%
almost. Yeah,
it's a lot of money. It adds up. If you spend 100 dirhams every maybe month or 2 months, you're paying 25 dirhams just in SMS charges and convenience charges.
Yeah.
So think about that. It adds up. This will save you money. Genuinely will save you money.
So it's better to have a parking account, and
you just top up your balance, and you can. I think they even added Apple Pay now.
No, it has credit card, no card.
Are you sure?
Yes, I recharged mine using the no
yeah,
card.
it has null card option. Yeah, you can recharge your null card. Saleh.
It has Apple Pay.
Oh yeah.
I'm a power user of this app, man.
Wow.
And
I'm a smart device.
It's my app to talk about.
It has Apple
my
Pay.
phone, I couldn't see Apple Pay.
But so it doesn't have an integration with Samsung Pay yet.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I think honestly the government apps in general have a better relationship with Apple right now. The integration with Apple, just, I'm not ripping on anyone else, but it just is right now better.
Okay.
My balance is 33 dirhams.
Amazing.
Yay. Whatever that's going to do.
Okay, so moving on. So with this app, when you enter your credentials, login and password, so you can see when is your license expiring, when is your
how many days your driving license is expiring, right?
Driving license, and also
your vehicle license,
your green points.
What's the green points?
Green points are like carbon emission.
Yeah, but how does it know?
I don't think is it carbon emission, or I think it's, if you haven't got a fine, then you get some green. Is it that?
No,
right?
it's carbon emissions.
Carbon
it's
emission, because after every checking, after passing, you get your carbon emission
Oh, is that
score.
what this is linked to?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I think it's. Is it the number of times you use public transportation? Is it?
No, so it's, here is your green score based on your digital transactions with RTA. What does that even mean?
Digital
transaction estimated impact by using public transport. Estimated
so my green score, I use only digital transactions with the government or with RTA only. But my green points are 324. I don't know if that's good or bad. I have no clue. Environmental friendliness is on like the greener side. It's got a little happy face.
Okay.
What's your points? Let's see. Where am I at?
252.
Oh yeah, I'm winning. What are you?
Well, I haven't registered my car, so it's 0.
So it's 0. Oh yeah, I win. Loser.
Okay.
Okay.
For me, guys. Thank you.
Okay, it's. I think it's not for.
But if you read, it says estimated impact by using public transport. So maybe if you link your, like, say, null card or something, and you use public transportation, then you have saved that much on your car. So that's
but it never showed up here. Even when I was a regular user of the metro for like a year and a half.
Maybe is there an option to register your null card and have you register that null card which you use?
Yeah. Or is it not? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Perhaps when you use the same null card by which you're traveling, might calculate.
But how does it know? Like, when are you traveling?
When you travel so many kilometers,
it has your entire null history, right?
Yeah.
You can get your null balance. You can check your null, check your balance, view past transactions and trips.
Even mileage.
You can actually see the trips that you've taken. So I guess the idea is that the amount of distance you covered by public transport is obviously more green than using a car.
Right.
So they'll just do a calculation based on that. So if you had taken a car, it would have been so much worse. So now because you took the metro, it's so much better, and these are the amount of green points that you get.
So what's your score?
320 something.
Oh, that's good.
324.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you go in the section driver and licensing, you can check. You can practice your theory test.
Wow.
I practiced my theory test on this app. Yes.
Did you get through?
Yes. On the 8th try. No. Kidding. Like on second try.
This is a driver on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for Knuckle whenever you're driving. You don't want him around. He failed his theory test.
No, I didn't.
The theory
His
test
practice theory test.
His practice. The theory test questions are so cool. They have a picture of a camel and they go like this. What does this sign say? Is it a roundabout? Is it a traffic signal? Is
You'll
it
be
a
able to
camel
pass
crossing?
through the legs.
It's like, they have the most ridiculous questions, and I mean, I guess maybe for a person who doesn't speak English, it might be a little complicated, but
True.
it's still funny. It's still funny.
But for you, it must been a while you gave your exam.
Oh, a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, but now because now they have included visual stuff.
There was visuals too, but I don't
Okay.
remember. I mean, I did my test on the computer.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
us too.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
know about you.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
on the computer.
So I don't know, when did I even get my
But they were like
license?
simulations, I would say, not visual, like simulations.
Oh, simulations?
Yes.
Oh, wow. No, I don't think I had that.
Yeah.
I don't think I had that.
When
So
did you get
they were
yours?
2016.
Oh, I got mine.
They
14.
were like you're in your car and.
2009.
Oh, okay. We have a veteran.
So
Veteran.
for 10
first
years,
try,
right?
by the way. I got my license on my first try.
So did I.
Oh, I got on my second try.
Yeah. Well, that's not too bad actually.
I spent. How much did you spend, like, on your getting your driving license?
It was 2009, bro. I don't remember. It's
I
been,
spent
it's
five
been
and a
10
half
years.
grand.
5.5 spent 10,000 dirhams
10,000
to get my driving license.
How? Why?
Everything got expensive.
Oh, right. Prices went up.
Yes.
I thought you had to buy some additional apps.
I think I paid.
That doesn't even make any sense.
I think it was around 4,000 or 5,000 dirhams. Around about that.
2009.
Yeah.
It's almost 10,000 if you.
Yeah, and it was. So I started off doing a manual license
Wow.
because I wanted to do a manual license.
Okay.
And I got my parking. You do the parking classes like inside the parking lot. So I got that immediately, and I did all of that. I finished the parking test. I did the hill climb test and all that.
Okay.
All on manual. I passed all of that. And then, so I was like, okay, so when do I start my actual road classes? They said 40 days later.
Wow.
Oh, why?
There was a 40-day waiting period. And then, so then the guy goes like, so if you change to automatic, it'll cost you the same and you'll start your classes tomorrow.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm not waiting 40 days. So then I just started that. And so now my license is automatic.
Oh.
By the way, you can change that.
To manual?
To manual since October of I think 2 years ago, 2017.
But you'll need to give a test.
You have to give a driving test.
Okay.
So I'm not taking the effort to do that because I don't know what happens. Like if I fail that, does that mean that I have to go to classes and then
Get
apply
your
again?
automatic again.
No, not
That would be crazy.
Definitely
Like,
not
you
automatic, but-
lose this license
Yeah,
as well.
do I have to do classes to get my manual license? Because I drive in India. I drive manual cars in India, but
Okay.
you know I want to get a manual license just so I've covered all my bases. It's part of related to my business as well, so I want to be able to drive manual cars myself. My team does, so that covers whatever my business is about. But I want to make sure that at least I drive manual, so in case something falls short, I can fill in for them. But yeah, anyways, that's something I you know what? I'll give it a shot and I'll let you know what the experience was like.
Awesome.
At
Let
some
me know.
point.
But lucky for me, when after getting my license, they changed the rules that after every 2 years you need to renew your
Yeah.
driving license. I don't know how it works. I mean, like, do they need to take the
You-
test
no,
again?
no,
or
No, you just go there and because
Oh, okay.
so my license, even though I started in 2009, I think I was 18 at the time, or just above 18, and I renewed my license 3 times
Wow.
every
how's
year
that?
because when
Okay.
you're under 21, you have to renew your
Oh,
license every
okay,
year.
Okay.
So I renewed it 3 times, and then I got a 10-year license. So now my license expires in 2022.
Oh,
not,
wow.
Not 2019, which it would have been this year.
Right.
So that's kind of cool, actually, if you think
Oh,
about it.
that's cool. Okay, so I got for 10 years.
Yeah, so did
same
I.
as you. Yeah.
Which
So
is great. Did you have to
continuing-
do a night driving test?
No, I didn't.
It
do
was
that.
optional. He said that if you're not confident, then you can. But otherwise, it's
I thought it was an RTA requirement to do a night driving test.
no.
Oh,
Not
it's
a
been few
test,
years.
but a practice session.
Oh,
But I didn't do
practice
that
session?
as well. They didn't ask.
Oh,
me
it's a
to do that.
practice. So did you have to do a highway practice session?
Highway,
Yes, that I did. Yeah, that's compulsory.
I almost fell asleep. I'm used to driving in India where
What?
there's
Really?
lots of things coming in the way. You have to
Yeah.
actually be attentive. And here you're driving at a constant speed and there's nothing coming in the way. I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
it gets kind of.
It gets really
boring.
monotonous. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
droning on and on. You need a little bit of something excitement.
Yeah,
Like in India, there's
They should have a cruise control on the sunny for practice. Yeah.
Then I'm sure you fall asleep.
How fast can you fall asleep? Click. Yeah, it is dangerous. I love a cruise control because it prevents me from getting fines.
Yes.
Because I just put it up the limit and I'm done. Like I don't have to worry about it. I don't want to go over the limit at all. Just cruise through whatever. Surprise camera, I don't care. It's all good.
Yeah.
But the downside is if you're even slightly tired, that's gonna put you to sleep so quickly. You need to like slap yourself in the face or have a Red Bull or something. I hate Red Bulls, but when I'm really sleepy, I'll actually pull into a petrol station, get a Red Bull, and
for me, even like if I'm sick, I'm at work, I'll have like 4 or 5 Red Bulls and I'll be good to go. But that's I think that's not healthy.
Yeah, that's not healthy at all.
Yeah, I know.
Man, that's horrible.
But that keeps me going through the day at least.
It gives you wings?
Pop a Panadol or something. That's what I do.
No, I don't like taking medications.
Oh yeah, you like a Red Bull then?
Yes. Because it gives me
wings.
Yes.
I had wings today for lunch. They were so good too.
But talking about feeling tired and driving, on one instance, I was driving the whole night. We were partying. And I was driving back to home at 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm. How much did you have to drink?
Slept. I didn't drink. Okay, so I didn't drink.
Let's clarify that.
Yeah, I didn't drink.
Drinking and driving is genuinely bad.
Yeah, zero tolerance.
Seriously, yes. I absolutely do not agree with it at all.
Totally.
I mean,
but I was tired. I was tired and I was sleepy. So I think I slept for like 2 seconds. I know I slept for like 2 seconds.
While driving.
Yeah, while driving.
Wow.
So it happened to me once. I want to say about 7 years ago, where I actually fell asleep on the wheel, and it was coming to Trade Center roundabout.
Okay.
So I passed out for a second. I woke up and I was going at like because
did you end up crossing the roundabout?
No, the cruise control was off. So I started slowing down, but I was still going at 100. So from 100, I was slowing down because I'd fallen asleep. Wow. I woke up and there was a car in front of me.
Okay.
Stopped at Trade Center roundabout.
Oh my god.
So I had to slam on the brakes.
Okay.
And I was very close to home, so I actually drove home at that point. But that woke me up, so I was good.
Oh my god.
But I made a vow that if I'm tired even a bit, either I'm not driving or I'm pulling to the side of the road and I'm having sleep. Because a lot of the petrol stations here allow you to park your car and sleep for a while. Like if the cops come and tell you that you can't park here, you tell them that I'm really tired, I can't get home, I need to sleep for a bit, they will allow you.
Oh wow.
The RTA is very, very
Is it only for petrol pumps or like
no, anywhere actually.
Any parking, I mean, you pay for the parking and go to sleep, it's fine, you know, but you're not allowed to sleep in your car.
Even if you're driving on a Sheikh Zayed, you can park, you can just park your car on the side.
No, you can't.
On double indicator.
No, you can't.
I'm like you might get fined.
You're not allowed to do that. That's completely illegal.
No, but I think they in theory they told us that.
No way. They said you can park on the side on the yellow line.
Yes.
With double hazards on Sheikh Zayed Road and fall asleep.
I don't know.
No,
if they said
no,
Sheikh
I'm
Zayed.
100% sure that's wrong.
If they said, I don't know if they said Sheikh Zayed, but on a road.
On a road, yeah, not on a highway.
On a highway, yeah.
On a highway, that's very dangerous because in case someone swerves or something, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like it's not allowed. If you're off the highway on the sandy area, that's something else. That's fine, I would say. But the idea is you go to a petrol station or a parking lot. If it's a paid parking area, then you pay for the parking, go to sleep, or go to a petrol station and have a snooze, because there are resting areas also on Sheikh Zayed Road going to Abu Dhabi.
But then the rule which you can't sleep in the car, like how does that?
So that's like you can't live in your car.
Okay.
If you don't have a house,
but then it's okay if you fall asleep in your car.
Yeah, if you tell them that I'm actually driving home, I'm tired, I don't want to have an accident. The police is good.
You can take a power nap for 15 minutes. That's fine.
And that's what you need. If you take a power nap and have a couple of coffees or a Red Bull or something, when you're not sick, please don't have Red Bulls when you're sick. Man. When you're not sick, you do all of that, you're fine, you're good to go, then drive. It's fine. But feeling drowsy and driving is pretty dangerous.
Yes.
It's pretty dangerous. In fact, my family, like a member of my family, had a pretty massive accident recently.
My God.
Broad daylight. I think it was like 4 p.m.
Okay.
She was really, really tired, and it was after my wedding, and you know how weddings are. They're really intense. Right. They hadn't slept for like a few days. She was going back to the hotel, between the hotel and my house, to get some stuff, and she fell asleep on the road with my father and my grandmother in the car.
Oh my God. During your wedding?
After my wedding. Right after the wedding. So the car was badly damaged. Thankfully, no one got hurt.
Oh, that's good.
And this was on Sheikh Zayed Road, on the 3rd lane or the 4th lane or something like that. It could have been much worse. And the lesson was that don't drive in that situation. Park, have a coffee, do something. Do something to wake you up. It's I'm against that. The only thing I'm more against is drinking and driving.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So
totally
not worth it.
Drinking and driving is a horrible idea.
Okay, so after that PSA, let's get back to your app. If you have some more stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Okay, so in the RTA app, as I said, you can take a theory test and replace your driver's license plate. Maybe you can get the new colored Dubai
your number plate,
license plate.
You have to pay 400 dirhams for.
Yeah.
I didn't pay for it.
That's ridiculous. I bought a custom number plate. I paid $2,000 for it, and 150 dirhams for getting the number plate, because everything's got to be charged. 10 dirhams convenience fee or whatever else, and then they wanted me to pay over and above all of that 400 dirhams to have the colored Dubai number plate. I didn't pay for that. I was like, that's ridiculous. I just want the number. You should give it to me for free. I paid $2,000 for the number.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
So talking about the number plates, when I sold my car recently, so the lady I sold it to, she asked me if you do you want your number plate? I said I'm fine. It was a random number anyway, so take it. Later she told me that's her lucky number.
Oh wow!
I should have asked for some.
So can they transfer the number plate?
Yeah, I can take my number plate back.
I know you can take your number plate back,
but they can transfer.
So if you take your number plate back, you have to pay a certain amount to reserve it.
Oh, okay.
You have to pay to reserve the number. You can keep the number plate, but to reserve it, to pay a certain amount.
Oh, okay. So while doing the transaction, the lady would ask you, lady or gent would ask you that if you want to transfer the number plate or not. You just said, yeah, I'm fine, I'm good.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, and going back to the app. So other features include you can check your fines. You can you can register more than one vehicle in one account.
Okay.
Then for fines as well, right?
No? Yes. For fines, you can check any number, but you can register your if you have multiple cars under your name, so you can enter those, and
under your name. That's the key.
Yes, under your account. Yeah.
Because there's a difference when you do paying for parking with this app. You can actually have multiple cars, even if they're not in your name.
Yes.
So there's a difference.
Yeah.
So fines I can't.
Yeah, I have few friends who don't have a recharge balance or something. So I've registered their car number plate in my account, so I pay for their parkings. Stingy.
I have somebody's number plate here which starts with a Q.
Q.
I don't know whose number plate this is even.
Okay.
I have 4 cars here.
Okay.
Try paying for the parking. Maybe that guy will get a message when it's about to expire. Parking is about to expire. Where the hell is my car?
It's been stolen.
So you can book a taxi using RTA app as well, and you can have a live chat.
Live chat?
Yeah, with the ITA personnel.
What's his name? Ahmed.
Yeah, you just need to give your details and you need to enter the subject, business or corporate service, complaint, driver and licensing issue.
Are you Udit for this episode?
Lost and found.
I told you so.
Yeah. No, I'm done. I'm almost done.
Almost done. Okay.
That's what Udit said.
And then you can check your vehicle's Mulkia card.
Right.
Your
you
license.
You can actually view it, right? You can view it here.
Yes. You can check. Okay. Why did it?
Oh, did that just crash?
Right. Yes. So I experienced this as well. If you click my plates, the app crashes.
Yeah, it went to Slack.
Maybe there's a bug right now.
My plates. Okay.
Yes.
This is so cool. So it does show you your Mulkia, like the full actual thing of your Mulkia.
Yeah.
And then your license. And then your driving license number, and with a QR code. So if you want to get it scanned or whatever.
And you can save those.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. And in the end, you can give this app how was your experience rating? Happy, sad, or neutral?
Yeah, the happiness index. That's very important here.
Yes.
So I noticed this button on the top right. Have you guys enrolled for the NOL Plus thing?
No.
It's like loyalty points with NOL card.
Yeah, I saw that too recently.
Yeah, I know what that is.
No, me neither.
Anyways, all right.
Whenever you use it, I mean, you can even use it for shopping in different supermarkets. So whenever you use it, you get some points. That's
right. You can pay for your taxi with NOL card now. I mean,
that
since a while,
long time, but
bus
now even
and everything is integrated with NOL. which is pretty cool. I think you can even pay for your utilities with Now.
Yes, you can. I even pay in Carrefour using Now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Lulu, even Lulu, if I'm not wrong.
Cool. Okay, so you're done with your app then.
And like, just one last thing, like talking about in general about the fluidity of the app, how the app is developed and everything, it's really good. With like generally with the government-run apps, you would expect that it'll be stuttery and laggy, but they're really good. All Dubai government apps.
Personally, I do have some irritations with this app.
Okay.
So when like transitions in general, so if I click any button here,
it takes a while.
There's an unnecessary amount of animation. So it's not like gonna kill me, and I don't really get that annoyed all the time. But there are some features here and there, like using the map to select your location, to find the exact parking zone and all that stuff. Doesn't work 100%, but honestly, it's a phenomenal app.
Yeah.
I use it a lot. I use it primarily to pay for parking, but also to see fines and to ensure that all that stuff is there. The only problem, I wish I could add more than one account, because like one car is registered on personal account, my account, and then one on my wife's account, and then one on company account. So we've got like a bunch of cars.
Okay.
So they're all registered everywhere, which is, there are benefits as to why we did that, but then I can't consolidate all of that and view it in this app, which is kind of annoying. But yeah.
On top of this, there's one other app. I won't talk about it much, but I'll just mention the name. We can add a link in the show notes. Wojhati. It's it's for transit. It's a transit app. It's really good.
Yes.
I used to
it
use
would be
it a lot,
especially for buses and
buses.
metros, right?
Yeah.
But then doesn't the Sir Hail or S Hail app do it now? I think. Because I had downloaded it a while ago, but then I haven't used it since.
Yeah, I think Sir Hail and
It's a journey planner as well. I don't understand. I mean, I'm looking at the app on the App Store.
Wojhati?
Oh, dude, the last version was 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. So that's the time I used it the last.
Yes, so I guess maybe it's discontinued. Maybe it's not supported anymore. So that's one thing it's a bit annoying with the Dubai government apps is they tend to abandon apps relatively like soonish. Like it's 2 years ago, but there's a reason for it, and the next app that you're gonna use is almost always better, which is I'm really happy to say. Like I'm genuinely very happy with that. Another app that's very similar to the RTA Dubai app is Dubai Drive.
Dubai, yeah.
It's RTA Dubai Drive, I think.
It's an RTA app as well.
Drive, yes.
And it's got so many similar features with a whole different interface.
The only difference that I saw, which I was just telling you, is that in the app which Nakul mentioned, you can briefly see the parking ticket number when it gives you a confirmation, and you can take a screenshot if you want, but you can't retrieve it later. But in the RTA Dubai Drive, I can't even see the parking ticket number when I put my parking using that app.
Fair enough.
I've tried both of them, so that's why this is one difference.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
There's also the Smart Salik app, which I don't know what's the point of that.
You can keep track
of
it.
It's for Salik, I think.
But then you can.
They are all bundled in one app.
True.
But there's another app, this RTA Smart Drive, which has maps and with like speed limits and everything.
Limits. It gives you a beep the moment.
But that's a map app. That's a mapping app, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a different episode.
That's a different episode, yeah. So the app that I'm gonna talk about is something called DubaiNow. There was another app a while ago, which again, like I said, I've been using this app for years. So the first version of this app used to be called MPay. It was just M for mother. MPay. That's what it was. Mobile pay. Okay. That's what the app was called. This whole service is called MPay. You'd create an MPay account. Blah blah. You put your credit card info in there, and then you could. MPay started with SMSing, and that's like the true origin of this app.
Okay.
So it's not just. It wasn't an app. It was a service. MPay was a service. You create an account. You register all your different services to it. The government services like DIWA. You could do Salik. I don't think Salik was there at that time, or was it there? Maybe Salik. I started using this before Salik. So you had your licensing fees. You could do, I think, labor expenses and things like that, all in using MPay. So you send an SMS like service number, like one would be, for example, DIWA. You put the amount that you want to pay for, the bill number, and you do it through an SMS.
Okay.
So it was a cool concept, but it was like using terminal on a Mac. Right? Okay. So it's like using terminal, it's that kind of tech. But it was good. It was something unique. The reason why it changed my life is because I didn't have to go to DUI anymore to make a bill payment.
Right.
And it might seem like a small thing now, but back then, like, that was the only way to pay.
Yeah.
Now you have other convenient ways. There's like 100 different ways you can make payments now. You can do it through kiosks if you have to go physical, but you can even do it from the counter. You can do it from various locations.
Online banking.
Online banking. You can do it through so many things, right? True. So there's a lot of ways to do it. But with DubaiNow, the cool thing about it is that it has like a bunch of services here, and I don't know why it's not working here. Oh yeah, here we go. So you can have all your utilities here. So DIWA is one of them. You can have NOL, SALIC, traffic fines, Etisalat, Dubai Municipality, Dubai Customs, FIWA, Empower, Enoch, there's a lot of things over here.
What's FIWA?
I'm guessing Fujairah. Electricity. And
I think it's Fujairah Electricity.
Okay. Like so Sharjah Seva.
Something like that. It's
okay.
So there's even Empower is there, which is a district cooling provider, right? So it's really cool. There's a lot of different services. So this is like, you could say, the original cashless payment system that was there by the government. Before we had Apple Pay, before we had Beam, for example, all this stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Beam, yeah.
So that's really cool. And I didn't even know that EnocPay is already part of this.
Oh.
So that's really cool. So
have you used EnocPay? Do you use it?
So I'm going to come to that in a bit.
Okay.
But so Enoch, you can pay for the petrol pump through this as well, which is pretty cool. Then of course you have you can do it has features like Metro Map and apparently Flight Info, Journey Planner. I'm not used all of these features because they're not really what I use this app for. The main purpose of me using this app is literally paying for my DIWA bills, paying for my Etisalat bills, paying for my any fines that I might have, recharging my SALIC, topping up my NOL. All of it's done through here, and I can literally do like a select all, and everything that's selected, I can pay for all my DIWA. So I have 4 different DIWA accounts, right? One for my house, one for my parents' house, one for the office, and one for my wife's parents' house. There are 4 DIWA accounts.
Okay.
I can pay for all of them in one go.
Wow.
It's like the most phenomenal way to.
Can you add mine as well?
Yeah, sure. Why not? So I think that is like supremely powerful. And suppose like I want to pay for a part of it and I can't pay for the whole thing. You can actually type on, like in some of the services, not everything, but you can actually press on the number here, and you can type in the amount. I don't know which service allows it, but some of them did or do.
Do
doesn't. Do doesn't. Or maybe you can't do that anymore. It used to allow me to do that. Anyways, okay, if that's not a feature, fine, whatever. It's not something I used myself anyways, but there was a bunch of things like that. Here they have the chatting feature called Rashid.
Rashid, yes.
Yeah, so you chat with a guy named Rashid, like a bot named Rashid.
Oh, okay.
But that's really it. Like there is other things like check visa status, and there's some Islam version, so I think like you could check the prayer timings and things like that. Perhaps. There's something to do with education, business. Like there's a lot of features here. There's even a Jari here, which I didn't even know about. That's cool. So there's a lot of features. I've kind of been using it a certain way for years, so I'm just kind of stuck in that. But there's a lot of features here, and it genuinely changed my life because I never had to worry about going and standing in line to pay for any of my services ever again. The only problem I have with this app is that it doesn't link with Emicool.
With?
Emicool. Emicool is like Empower. It's the district cooling for the area that I live in.
Okay.
And they don't have an integration with DubaiNow.
Right.
And I've actually contacted them and asked them, can you do the integration? They gave me the standard robot answer that we are always working to improve our services to serve our customers better and blah 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 blah. Basically giving me the finger and telling me that go away, we're not really bothered with helping you out with anything. On the other hand, Emicool has a amazing app for paying. Like their app icon has an app icon inside it.
Their app icon has an app icon.
Like it's an app icon inside an app icon.
Okay. Wow.
Like these are all app icons, right? You see what I mean? Like there's an app icon inside of it. It has like a shadow and stuff. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
It looks ridiculous. So it's
Inception.
it's look at that. It's a blurry image and it's not a convenient app. It's basically the website in a mobile app. So it's a very backward system and it's not very good, but whatever. If I want to pay by mobile, at least it's an option for me. I would have much rather it be integrated with DubaiNow, because that's just one extra. This is like literally the only other service that I need to hop out of DubaiNow to pay for.
Right.
Which is kind of annoying. Coming to EnocPay, which I did want to talk about that, because paying for petrol or for fuel for your car in Dubai was really simple using Beam. I don't know if you guys ever used Beam.
Yes.
Right? So that was your cardless, cashless, contactless payment that you could use to pay for a lot of things like Carrefour or whatever. Those still exist.
Yeah.
But you could also pay for petrol. And I think it was for Emirates and Enoch both, right? Atnoc I don't think was part of it.
No, it wasn't.
So it was only for Dubai stuff. And for months they've not been working. So I think they had a falling out or whatever, and they've not been talking, so now they don't do the payments. On the other hand, now you can use EnocPay. Right?
Right.
And I don't know if you guys know, I've been an app developer for a while, so I know how it works for apps. But the older versions of iOS, they used to be smaller screen, right? So they would have this tinier screen, and they moved from the iPhone, I believe it was the 4 to the 5, right? And when they moved to the 5, they had the taller screen. So all the apps became a lot bigger. And if you had an older app, it would look like this with a black bar at the top and the bottom.
Yeah. Right.
And that's a long time ago.
True.
So this EnocPay app, which is supposed to be modern, it's the new payment system, is built on this ancient thing. And not only that, see the keyboard. That's the iPhone 5 keyboard.
Right.
iPhone 4 keyboard. iOS whatever 9 or 8 or whatever the hell it was.
Is it like meant for you to like go back to those days when the petrol rates were like that much?
1.7 whatever it was.
Nostalgic,
yeah. If only they gave me that amount along with this, I'd be very happy.
But honestly, what did it say? When was this last updated with this app?
I actually haven't checked. Might be worth checking.
Because this interface might be for the devices with the chin and without a notch.
No.
6 or 8, no?
That's not how those apps look. Those apps just shift down. They don't have a chin and a head. Not this much.
Yeah, not this much. Actually, keyboard was way bigger than.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm telling you. This is the iPhone 4 era of apps. So let's actually look at EnocPay. The last update
was...
How old is it? I don't know.
Version history, something must be here. Okay, we need to keep talking. Rating is like 2.9 rating.
Yeah, the rating's really poor. I think it's really old. I don't think it's
1.8 for Android, but that's just 24 reviews. So I don't think
the rating is 1.8.
But I cannot find.
I mean, the weird thing is that you're actually so I downloaded this app again. Like I'd done it a while ago because it is an old app. I downloaded it by scanning a QR code on the petrol pump.
Okay.
So I've definitely got the right app.
Yeah. Even for the Android, I mean, I can see the screenshots which are smaller than the size of my screen, but it was updated this month itself.
That's weird. Does it tell you? Have you downloaded the app?
No.
I can download it.
So you've downloaded it, so it should show for you.
It's not showing me. No, it's not showing me the version.
Not from
the Android one was updated 24th April. That's like, wow. Is it yesterday?
Give me your phone. Let me have a look at this.
It should show here.
That's weird. I don't think it's
4.2.
Does it mean that's never been updated? Yeah.
Wait, what?
But for you, it's 4.2.
Huh?
Because I'm on the US store.
Wait, it's in the US store?
Yeah, it's global. It's a global release, right? You can choose which countries you want to target, or you can just do a global release. And so, if I'm in the US store, I will show up as a US customer.
Oh.
To the App Store and to on the app analytics.
Okay.
So if when you look at app analytics, you can see how many downloads you've had, which country they've come from, but the country is linked to the iTunes store that you're from. It's a very weird way to do analytics. So I will be shown as a US customer. It doesn't make any sense. This is number 29 in business as per your store. Works with iPhone.
Oh wait, my app is almost full screen. I mean, just the buttons down. There's no black bar.
Right, but that's because it doesn't have it. Like that's not an Android feature, right? That was an iOS way of dealing with moving to a new system.
Right.
Anyways, the point was that it's a really weird feature. And actually, that kind of reminds me of one other problem that I had with DubaiNow. DubaiNow, phenomenal app, as I've already told you. I love using it. It's a little slow.
Oh.
Like there are times when I'll click, like view the service, full network, full Wi-Fi, even on a 50 Mbps connection or 4G, like full network, it still loads and loads and loads and loads. I don't think it's the app, it's the network or the server that they use for whatever it is, or maybe the efficiency of their API or something. It's not that good, but it's a little slow. Other than that, phenomenal app. Can't complain.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. What was the other app that we wanted to talk about? Oh, Wojhati. Yeah, we already talked about that.
Yeah.
Cool. There are a bunch of other, smart apps.
Even I'm realizing it right now. The way the government apps are really good.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
Yeah,
actually.
there's like a Diwa app. There's a Dubai Police app.
Dubai's police app is really good.
I don't know what the Diwa app is for. Again, you can do bill payments.
Yeah, that's it.
Like I said, there's lots of ways to pay for bills now. There's a bunch of other stuff you can do, like request stuff. Oh, there's quotes from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President of UAE and ruler of Dubai.
There is also a MOI, Ministry of Interior app, where you can see all your visa details and all of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Your own visa, personal visa details.
There's one other app, MOHRE.
That is for HR, like for your.
It played for me. So.
You did Dubai Police, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other one. But in this, I think you can see your personal stuff.
Because now when you go for your visa renewal, there's a 1.5 hour class that you need to do on labor law. There's a session, visual session.
When did this start?
That's a really good thing, by the way.
2 months back. Yeah, I know.
That's a really good thing.
Yeah, 2 months back, because my visa got renewed in January, so 3-4 months back. This recently started. So they will tell you everything, what you're eligible to, what you should pay for, what your company should pay for.
That's really good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so then they make you download this app, Mohre.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for the HR,
Yes.
MOHR.
So you can
when was that? When did your visa renew?
January.
This year.
Yes.
So this is the first time you've experienced this?
Yes. And this was my second renewal.
Because in 2018, I think I renewed mine, like last year, sometime early last year.
Yeah, from January, I think they started it because
it's a new thing.
Yeah, I was the first one in my company to
do that. Go through this. Yeah. That's cool.
Nice.
Honestly, I think Dubai government as a whole, I think they're doing a phenomenal job in terms of integrating technology, integrating just making the country smarter, the city smarter.
Yes.
I think it's very good. It's very rare for me to not. There are things that you can find wrong with the apps, but it makes your life so much simpler.
Yeah.
True.
I'm just so happy using these apps.
I just hope these kind of apps, these banking sector should implement these kind of apps in their system.
Emirates NBD.
Yeah, their app is good, but they're like, if you want to call them, it's horrible.
But then again, that doesn't talk about the
that's
app.
I have to go to the bank. I had to go to the bank and ask them what should I say on the phone. I had a credit card issue with them. Just say, pick up the phone and say dispute. It'll take you directly to the dispute department.
No, you should just say bananas or like flamingo, and you do it enough times, they'll connect you to an agent. No, I'm not joking. This is the way I use the call center. Wow. Seriously, yeah, I'll just be like, oh, banana, flamingo, whatever, hibbly dibbly or whatever. Doesn't matter what I say, and then eventually it'll connect me to an agent. It'll be like, that's what I really wanted. I wish there would be just a way to say, like, connect me to an agent. Because there are times when I've used Eva and she gets the job done. Painstakingly and very annoyingly and very clunkily. It's not the best system in the world.
Yeah.
I think that stupid robot in Emirates Towers is better. You heard about that? Like,
yes.
They have like this modern banking thingy where they have no tellers, and there's like this tiny little creepy robot that just follows you around. Sir, give me attention. It's like one of those, like, I've not used it, but I know it exists. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we're coming up to about 57 minutes or so.
Okay, it's recording. Still recording, right?
Yes, it's still recording. No tech glitches this time around. By the looks of it, that's nice. Yeah. Yes. But cool. So coming back to Emirates NBD, I think Emirates NBD's app is really good. Yeah. For me, I haven't stepped into the bank in months. I can get all the information I need. If I can't get it from the app, I go to the website. And I've got all the information I need from there. I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, to clear my car loan as well, I just had to tap early settlement. That amount will get debited from my account. I just have to go to the bank to get to get the letter, clearance letter. Yeah,
but isn't the app really heavy? in size.
Feature-wise as well.
It's a really decked-in app. Like the only thing I don't like about it is that stupid intro animation. Why have it?
I know.
Why have it? But again, Emirates NBD's app links with Face ID, Touch ID, which the MDubai app used to link with Touch ID. Then it eventually just stopped working.
Okay.
I remember when they moved to DubaiNow. Oh my god, that was like the most excruciating time because I had to actually go through all the services and pay for them individually because it just didn't work. The app didn't work. Every time I would do the Touch ID, it would go to MPay, log me in, log me out, take me to DubaiNow, log me in, log me out, take me to MPay, log me in, log me out. It was just like an infinite loop. I don't know why it was doing that. Eventually they fixed it.
I did download the DubaiNow app when it came out, but I don't use many services. It's only Etisalat and Salik.
Right.
I don't pay DubaiNow.
Yeah,
right.
I just use the
I think you don't
Etisalat app.
either, right?
Yeah, I use the Etisalat app to recharge or pay whatever.
Right, but if you use Salik, Etisalat and Null, 3 things.
I don't use Knowledge.
And even if you have a car, if you have fines.
Oh, okay.
Right? So, whatever it is, if you don't use Null, 3 things.
Yeah.
One app to do those 3 things. There are a lot of times, your bank will let you do that as well. You can do, I pay for my credit cards through ENBD's.
Yeah, I pay credit card, telephone bills.
MePay. The best thing ever.
So, have you heard about Pay IT?
Yeah.
The Paytm, they've introduced Pay It.
I tweeted about that. I don't know if you guys saw that. I compared the 2 logos, Paytm's and Pay.
Yeah, it's from
I had replied to the tweet.
Yeah, you had replied to that's right.
Yeah, it's Paytm's only.
Is it? Really?
Yeah, I checked. Yeah.
No, it's with a bank here. It's linked to a bank.
I checked with the where in the restaurant where I was. They said that it's by Paytm only. I don't know, maybe he's
yeah, it's like Paytm.
Yeah, I know, but the
Pay IT
is it
it's
the same
linked to a
people?
bank. No, man, it's linked. It's part of a bank.
Yeah, let's check.
And Udit said this episode would be really short.
No, I said what I would speak about the app would be short, which was
shorter than
52
usual.
MB for an Android app. That's huge.
Which one?
Paid.
Yeah, I think it's by Etisalat because the font
MB is.
It
says First Abu Dhabi Bank.
First Abu Dhabi Bank. I told you it's part of a bank.
See the developer.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, it's not by Paytm.
It says
It looks the same.
Okay, so
it's. I know. I got a reply saying that it's a coincidence, but I don't think it's a coincidence. It's so similar, man.
It is,
the whole concept is the same. It can't be so much of a coincidence that the concept is the same, the name almost the same, and the look.
As long as the concept and the works as good as Paytm, it's good.
Work as good?
I don't know.
We don't know
it.
yet.
I had tried downloading it a few months ago. I recharged $100 and it never appeared in my paid app. And so I'm like, what?
Maybe they are waiting for demonetization in UAE because that's how Paytm .
No, but Paytm was already a thing before that, man.
No, but after demonetization, it went to another level. I mean, auto rickshaw, sabji, grocery shopping, vegetables.
I think they are waiting for the economy to be mojified.
That was a good one. I think we need a little Indian touch. I mean, elections are happening right now. Let's say we're that topic.
Actually.
No, we're not a political channel at all. No, let's not talk about this. No, but okay, cool. Yeah, I think you know what. As a techie, I think all 3 of us, as people who are power users of apps and tech and in general, I think it's really exciting to be in a city like Dubai. Because we do get access to it. The moment they move away from pay 50 dirhams for free international calling, once they move away from that, we as a city will advance much faster. But
in all fairness, it's free.
For 50 dirhams a month.
But it's free.
For 50 dirhams a month.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Wants to chime in a bit?
Wait, I think they just say unlimited, or do they also say free?
They say free.
They say make unlimited free
calls.
Okay,
unlimited free calling.
I thought it was just unlimited.
And it's 50 dirhams on your phone or 100 dirhams
for your
Wi-Fi, home Wi-Fi.
Yeah, true.
So as it turns out, you should actually track this. If you use Botim to make calls, it takes away from your data.
Yes.
Which shouldn't be the case.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It takes away from your data.
Of course it will.
Why should it? You're paying 50 dirhams a month for it.
It doesn't.
You're paying for the service. You're not paying the internet. You have to use your internet to make calls.
But why? If I'm restricted to use it on my mobile,
yes,
I am paying Etisalat for this. Yes. It should be exempt from my data.
Yeah, of course. It isn't.
Maybe
It is not.
Maybe it should
not.
be. Maybe it should be, but you're paying for that service. Only that service. That firewall is removed for you. That's it. For that, you're paying 50 dirhams.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're paying for. I find that you seem to be okay with it, Mr.
Yeah.
I pay for all my apps subscriptions, but I don't agree with that at all.
No, but I don't
You're
pay
double
for
dipping.
You're
Yeah,
double dipping
actually.
what?
You're double dipping.
You're
You're
paying
double
like
dipping
twice.
into my wallet. You're making me pay
Okay.
50 dirhams a month. And suppose I had a internet data plan that had 1 GB. If I run out of data, I have to pay for more data to use my Botem.
But then there's an option where you can buy just the internet calling pack. So even if you don't
Exactly. So now you're paying twice for the same thing. I pay for the privilege of paying. It doesn't make sense.
No. What I mean to say, if you don't have regular data, there's still an option to buy internet calling pack. So doesn't it work then? If you have
Internet calling part also uses your data.
That's
uses
actually
the
a good
phone
question.
data?
So that means if I don't have a data plan and I sign up for Botem, what does that mean?
Why would you?
Because he wants
Because
to
I don't
talk
want
to
the
his
data,
family
but I
for
wanna
free
use-
for
I
50
wanna
bucks.
use my voice calling, yeah, free 50
No, I don't
dirhams.
I don't know. In my mind, that's fair.
It makes logical sense to you.
Yeah.
To me, it does not.
Oh.
It does not make
To
sense
me
to me at
also
all.
it doesn't.
It's not fair. It's like, okay, if you're getting taxed, right? This is a big problem with Indian taxation system. You have an income tax. I make 10,000 rupees a month. I get charged whatever. Let's say I'm in the 20% tax bracket.
Yeah.
2,000 rupees go away. What did I say? 10,000 rupees?
Yeah,
10,000. So 2,000 already gone away.
Yeah.
I have 8,000 rupees for my monthly expenses. If I get charged GST, I'm getting double tax. I'm getting income tax and this. So what you can do is you can actually file GST against your income tax and reduce it to one taxation only.
Okay.
Can
I
you file
think
the
so.
bottom against your data plan?
Exactly. I'm telling you honestly, that really does piss me off. It's not fair. It doesn't make sense. If, on the other hand, they give you a relatively cost-efficient, unlimited data plan,
Yeah.
which doesn't cost you like $2,000 a month, which is ridiculous, then yes, it makes sense. That's why the 100 dirhams a month for your Wi-Fi thing, it still makes more sense. Because then anybody on your Wi-Fi network can use it.
I think up to
and
3
you're-
users, right?
No, it's
That I don't know.
I don't
3
know
or
about
5.
that. I
It
don't
does
know
have a
about
limitation. Not
that. Oh,
unlimited.
okay. You know what? We should do we should do an episode on that. Let's research this a bit more and let's do an episode.
Yeah, perfect.
No,
As
because
listeners, you should let us know what you think. Do you want to listen to more about free internet calling for 50 dirhams a month or 100 dirhams a month? Depending on how much you want to pay for a free internet calling.
no, but what doesn't make sense to me when I moved here, that I had to pay so much for my internet plan.
That's because you came from India.
Yes.
It's one of the cheapest countries in the world. For
Now
it's extremely cheap.
Now I know people who are living here, but they are paying 6,000 rupees
yeah.
to
Yeah,
Vodafone
India SIM card.
and they're using an unlimited call
Unlimited, I
anywhere,
know, I
unlimited
know.
data.
My dad does that. He pays
okay.
he pays 300 dirhams
Yeah.
a month effectively, which is what you're saying,
6,000,
6,000,
yeah.
right? So
Right.
300 dirhams a month. He has essentially unlimited calling anywhere in India. So anybody can call him and he gets unlimited receiving. So it was his birthday yesterday, and literally all our family, everybody in India was calling him on his India number.
Okay.
Works
Can he make video
WhatsApp
calls
call?
from that?
I don't
Does
know about
WhatsApp call work?
that. I've not tried.
Because
It's a
my
good- it's a good
mother is here for a few months, and for her, WhatsApp calling works.
because she has an India number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even I have WhatsApp on one of mine, like one of the WhatsApps on.
Maybe
India numbers,
it has to do because she didn't update her phone or the app.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. There are network settings that you have to update onto your phone to use.
Right.
So maybe that's what.
But you
that's
need to
what
check
it's
with
on.
your dad's SIM card if he can
I
do
should check
video
it out, yeah.
calls. If the other app.
I should be meeting him over the weekend. I'll give
Or
it a try.
actual free calls using Bottom.
Yeah.
Legend
No.
free ones.
It's
Because he has
ridiculous,
data
man.
on an India SIM card, so.
Honestly, if you paid 50 dirhams a month, let me use
Yeah,
WhatsApp,
yeah.
let me use Skype, let me use whatever the hell I want to use. If you're removing that barrier, let me do what I want. That's the whole point. The reason, and this I don't know if it's true or not, but the reason why they want you to do voice over IP through them is not for you to pay them. It's that they can see what the conversation is. It's for security reasons.
Possible.
Yeah.
Not that they want to spy on us. I know that they don't want to do that. They just want to make sure that there's no terrorism happening, there's no illegal activities happening, because they had a lot of issues with this and they've done a phenomenal job of getting rid of it. So maybe that's one of the reasons. And that is, I mean, that's why one of the talks was Microsoft was looking to open up a warehouse in UAE, data center in UAE somewhere. So the idea was that was supposed to happen in 2019, so that by 2019 sometime or 2020 we'd have Skype available for us to use, because data centers are here. Because EU regulations doesn't allow those companies to share any of the data with a government agency, whatever it may be, any agency.
Right.
Not allowed to share it to themselves also. They are not allowed to see the personal conversations and data that's happening.
Okay.
On the other hand, for security reasons here in this region, that's a government rule. If you don't like it, get out of the country. That's your prerogative.
Of course.
Right? It's your choice. You want to stay here, live by the rules. I think that's perfectly fair. That in that case, you have to adhere to those rules. And those rules are that the government should have access to the data. I'm hardly having any important conversations that are groundbreaking on voice over IP that I need to, like, I don't care.
True.
Go through it. Hey, you know I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm very happy. So this is the reason why. That's the real reason why. I think that's perfectly fair. So I'm hoping that they open it up soon. I really want them to. I mean, Saudi opened up WhatsApp calling.
Oh.
Yes.
Let's move.
They did.
Which is pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, so this episode has gone over an hour.
I think this will be our longest episode. I thought this will be the shortest. Will be done in half an hour.
Yeah, because I mean, fluid conversation, right? It's good.
Yeah.
This is how I'm hoping that our episodes continue to be more like
this.
More conversational, and
this,
we'll have more fun with this stuff. So next episode should be ideally about note-taking apps.
Yes.
So
take note of that.
I was thinking of a pun and I couldn't think of it fast enough. Thank you, punny man. All right, so let's end this up. Any final words?
Yeah, we had fun this time. Let us know if you like this kind of format, because we talked a lot of random stuff as well, circulating about the apps we were talking about. It was fun.
Yeah, I hope you learned about some new apps and you got smarter with the smart apps.
Yeah, I was really excited about this episode.
I was least excited about this one.
Yeah.
Initially, actually, same here. But then the way we had a conversation, it's been
amazing.
Fun. Yeah,
it's been fun. So great, awesome, great episode. Let us know what you think about this episode, obviously in the comments below, which will be available on various platforms. YouTube is one of them. Angami is another one, and what was it? Castbox or
some feature packed app.
Yeah, some feature packed app that Udit had mentioned at some point. SoundCloud. We are actually moving off of SoundCloud. I think we're going to be moving to TuneIn, which is where we are available already. SoundCloud, for technical reasons, and we don't really have the requirement to use all their pro features. We are moving off of SoundCloud. Some of our old episodes will still be found over there, but you can comment, obviously, on our social media channels as well. You can catch us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And you can catch me on TJ Tech DXV.
Plug! Shameless plug.
All right. So let's sign off.
Okay, guys. See you in the next one when we talk about note-taking apps.
See you in the next one. Keep listening to us.
And this is TJ signing off. Peace.